Good evening, good evening. Another week with you guys. I'm so excited. I have been excited all day about tonight. And that is because we're talking about the truth, the hidden truth about the reality of AI. And I'm always talking about be prepared, be prepared. We don't know what's going to happen. So they were talking about how if everything went off grid, um, then we wouldn't have any electricity, we wouldn't have any internet, and I can't imagine what some of the people in this generation will do right now if that's going to happen. But I want to bring up, I'm going to be quiet because I told my guest tonight I don't have questions because you can't have questions about something you don't know. So she's going to enlighten us, share with a friend, have somebody tune in or send it to them so they can watch tomorrow. But this is very, very important that we learn the truth about AI. Can we just have Miss Kendra in studio, please? Good evening, girl. You're gorgeous. How are you?
I am doing quite well. How about yourself?
Wonderful. Can you tell our audience something about you and your background?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, good evening. Thank you for having me tonight as the speaker about AI. My name is Kendra Emeruem, and I am the CEO and founder of She is the Village, which is a nonprofit. It's dedicated to helping single parents with burnout, with my pillars being food, transportation, self care, and therapy. But by day job, my profit job, I'm actually a tax strategist. I teach businesses how to stop breaking even. And in my position as a tax strategist, I also picked up on artificial intelligence, which I am a certified AI consultant. My company is called AI Clarified. It's me and another partner. We started this company because we believed people needed to be educated about AI before jumping on the hype and using it. So that's just a little bit about me.
Well, this is my big thing. Even through the political scene, all about campaigning. Why do we want to put ourselves up like AI characters? But again, is my age. Could have something to do with it. So I want your opinion and how we should be thinking of. Why don't you want us to see the real you? Because we need some real right now. That's how I
Absolutely.
feel. How does that go?
Yeah, and I'm very happy that you even spoken to that. I think we just need to kind of take it back to the beginning and then we can work up to that.
Okay.
So I want to take artificial intelligence back to the beginning. Like right now, it seems like it's a boom and that we're just now learning about it. But believe it or not, artificial intelligence has been around since World War II. World War
Okay.
II. It's been around that long. We've been using AI actually for a long period of time. You just didn't know. That is your autoresponders in your emails. We got to see some form of AI when they showed us the Jetsons. I know we remember the Jetsons and the Flintstones.
Yes.
We got to
Yes.
see a form of artificial intelligence in with the Jetsons. Of course, when it came to military intelligence was using artificial intelligence to be able to compute a lot of data. Artificial intelligence is really for it's called language learning models. And what they do is we give them input. We give these language learning models, they call them LLMs. We
Hmm.
give them a certain amount of data, which is the input. And from the input of the data that we give these language learning models, we ask it or we tell it to give us a certain output. For instance, we can use the supply chain model. If you were dealing with the supply chain, you would want to know how is it that you can optimize your supply chain by 10% and also cut cost by that same 10%. And you're able to ask that to your language learning model. And by the data you put into it is going to output you those answers that you need. So you would no longer need that data analysis to run charts and run numbers from 2024, 2025, just by inputting the past data, the past templates, the past numbers. Just by putting that into these language learning models, they output that information for us. Not only that, it is something that is called generative AI, meaning it can foreshadow the things that you don't see. So, for instance, Walmart noticed certain times of season they had certain types of sales because of the language learning models. It was telling Walmart, hey, you should put your seasonal items on the end cap because that's when most people are going to buy frosted cookies. Or did you know that your numbers went down in October, beginning November, because of the government shutdown? So AI see things that we wouldn't see. It catches patterns that we wouldn't normally catch. So that is what AI is here for. It's just to compute data at a faster rate than humans can process, right? Sounds
Right.
good, right? But we really got to know the real story about it before we say, hey, sounds great. Right now, what we are seeing, like you were just talking about, we're learning about an AI twin. This is when you pretty much can clone yourself to do the very things that you do every day. I have a course. I do have an AI twin. I've trained my AI twin to teach my course. Now, there are people using these very things for different reasons. And I want us to get an understanding that when we are using these language learning models, it may look good on the outside, but we are killing our community on the backside. When we are processing this AI data, guess what? It takes a data center. Have you guys heard of data centers? If you haven't, you're going to start to hear about them. They
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
are placing these data centers in our neighborhoods. Data centers shouldn't be placed anywhere near any residential, anything, anything. But because they are so new and they're coming in under the radar of just industrial buildings instead of data centers, there's not much policy right now that's around what they can and cannot do. So some of your commissioners, and I ask that you stay up to date because election time, we just did our election yesterday. We got runoffs going on. And this is going to be important for the primaries. You need to see where these candidates, where they stand on where these data centers are being built. And I'm saying this because as neighborhoods, as residents, some of these data centers are using up as much power as entire towns. That's how much power that they are using. Not only are they using this power, they are funneling these electricity costs down to the residents. Your water cost is funneled down to you too. So your
Yeah.
water authority and Georgia Power, they are well aware of what's going on. Well aware. Most of these data centers bring in about at least at least 30 to 60 million dollars a year. Alone, Clayton County, where I'm living, $936 million was generated from the two data centers that we have here in Clayton County. Right now, we put a moratorium on them, meaning, hey, you got to stop building these until we can understand how are you really going to give back to our community. Because $936 million going to Georgia Power in the Clayton County Water Authority, where did the residents come in? Why weren't we included in that? Do you know how many programs that could help? We can help the people with that type of money. But if you don't have people in place that's understanding what's going on, we're going to get left behind again. We're going to be left to pay those costs from Georgia Power. And most people can't even afford it. People's electricity bills are like 10 times more than what they're used to paying. Water bills are $25. When have water bills been 400? And then they're telling people to check for a leak in your home when they know exactly what is going on.
Oh wow.
These data centers that they're trying to put in your backyard, we got to push back. We have to push back. It is not a good thing to bring them into residential areas. It is not. Now, what AI is good for, we need to learn it. We have to learn it. If you don't know how to use it, it's going to continue to use you. It's going to use you. There is nothing out there that is private anymore. I know we can talk about protecting data as much as we want to, but honestly, I'm just being 100% honest. Where we are right now in this
Mhm.
day and age, everybody got your information. Everybody has what you look like. Everybody knows exactly who your whole family is if they wanted to figure it out. Nothing is really hidden anymore. So, this is why we have to learn these tools, just what they are. Just know that they exist and learn what they are. We have, and when I'm saying language learning models, guys, this is Chat GPT. Chat GPT is like your personal assistant. Chat GPT can help you build your business. Chat GPT can help you simplify your life. If you need reminders set, Chat GPT can set those reminders. If you're on subscription and you like to order your protein shakes every 30 days, guess what? Chat will do it. It'll order it for you. You know how we have things on auto subscription? Chat will just go and order it. You want to go on a trip nowadays? These AI assistants can book your ticket, book your hotel room, and book your rental car. They're literally full on assistants, but they are not 100% accurate at all. They can give you some misinformation. You always have to check behind the data that it gives you. And that's the scary point that we're at
But
right now.
don't you have? Wouldn't you have to give that your credit card number, or your bank card number for them to? Oh,
Yes, you would. You would. Your a If you give your AI assistant that type of information to use, it's only going to use the information that you give it to use. But what can happen is something that's called a hallucination or the ghost in the machine. You could say, Chat, I need you to order me 2 pair of Louboutins. And next thing you know, Chat then ordered you 2 grills to go in the backyard. It can do that. That's called a hallucination. It gives you an output that you didn't even ask for. Why does that happen, guys? They have the slightest clue. They have the slightest clue why this happens. Right there lets you know there is a sense of evolution that is going to go on with these language learning models. When you have different types of models communicating with each other, if anybody is in the healthcare field, you would know the word that's called interoperable.
hmm,
Interoperable means other systems can communicate across the board to other systems. That's what interoperable means. You know
exactly.
how iPhone is not a Samsung. They don't communicate. They use the same power cord, which is a trip. If you notice that, they use the same battery and charger. But iPhone does not communicate with Android. Windows does not communicate with Mac. That is how a lot of systems are. But Chat GPT chats with everybody. It can talk
We
to
have
you.
a few comments. I'm
Shoo,
sorry.
shoo.
I'm so into you. I wasn't looking at. I'm sorry to my
That's
audience.
the way.
I just happened to look over. It blinked. It
Okay,
blinked.
sure.
Sigrid said, "Good evening, everyone." Nola says, "Good night, everyone." Barbara Dozier said, "Oh my goodness, no." And Nola Reed said, "That's why we should not be using AI for everything. I don't like it."
Yes, yes. And it's called mindful usage. Mindful usage. Because what's funny is if you lived in a neighborhood and you're using your electricity or you're scrolling your internet, if it's a data center that's by you and a company is using more energy, you know they're going to slow your processing time down to let that bigger company process their data. but they're going to slow your data down. So you're going to have to wait to get your information while a Fortune 500 company is getting their data in seconds and paying zero taxes. Paying zero.
Louise says apparently they don't remember Robot with Will Smith when the robot.
iRobot. Yes. And I
But
love, thank you so much for saying that because
but
I
when we
use
talk,
that reference.
okay, so when we talk about inoperable,
Interoperable.
so if there's a data center and I'm on my line, could they pick up my information at the data center?
They're not going to pick up your information. No.
Okay, all
It
right,
doesn't. It doesn't cross. Data isn't leaked. It
okay,
doesn't leak in that way. Not at all. No. So
okay.
it'd just give the processing time would have priority to the Fortune 500 company than it would for you. So if you were just trying to pull up an app, you'll
Mm.
get that circling. You'll have to wait for it to load. While the Fortune 500 company, they're processing millions of numbers in seconds. They'll get their results before you do. Right. So these are the things that we have to be mindful of. It's like we don't have to be masters of using these tools. And if anybody comes and say they are a subject matter expert, please run the opposite way. AI is changing every 6 months. I mean, it is advancing that quickly. What I was certified in back in 2025, some of those programs don't even exist anymore. ChatGPT could not make pictures back in November of 2025. ChatGPT can now make images. What some of these language learning models are known for, they can generate the images that we see. At the same time, you kind of got to look at it. Is this good? Is it bad? Mental health is a really big issue right now. A lot of people have a hard time imagining themselves or seeing themselves in better ways. Those generative pictures actually allows people to see themselves in the way that they would like to see themselves. Wouldn't you like to see yourself on a beach with a palm tree behind you or in a high rise in your high rise office? Sometimes when we can see it, we can be better with healing ourselves and believing. But on the flip side, there is always going to be good with the bad. And I need us to be mindful of this. It will always be this way. In any advancement, there's always going to be a negative behind it. That is just how it works. That is just what the time is right now.
But wouldn't that create delusion? Because if I,
Good.
okay, I'll put myself on the lion, but, and then I told her, I want you to make me another one on the lion. This lion looked tougher than the other lion.
Mhm.
But I didn't look uh, anything like myself. I said, I don't want that. I don't want that. So when you're, I'm just thinking of people also, I work in mental health, people
Mhm.
that will starve themselves, they're skin and bones, they're very unhealthy, they're bulimic, and then when they look in the mirror, they see themselves fat.
Mhm. Mhm.
So when you make yourself look some way that you're not, it's like you're hating your real self and you're not being, it's a delusion, it's not
Mhm.
real. So
Mhm.
you're relating to something that's not real. So I don't see, as a person that work in mental health, how that can help
Be
the
a
mental.
benefit to them. That's
Yes.
that's kind of like saying the same thing as social media. Social media isn't a benefit to anybody. That's the social media is the number one delusion out here. There is nothing true that we see on social media, yet people doom scroll for hours a day.
But
Yet
I
people see
always
other
look
people's
on
lives and
my
want to be
Facebook
influencers.
page, and I always put the truth. I this is what's happening. This is why how we have to repair, but prepare. But maybe that's why my following is what it is. But it's your reality. Look, stop spending your money on all of this. You have to have. I'm so glad I have my generator and all of those things, because if it all blacks out, just like he got mad at Cuba and cut all the lights out,
Yes. Then
he
what?
can do the same thing here. And,
Yes.
and
Then what?
we're so delusional,
Mhm.
you know. I'm
So, and
sorry
I like
to
that
interrupt.
we're here because I want us to start thinking about that specifically. How are you preparing yourself for this transition that we're in? We are moving to a digital transition. We just are. What does that look like for you? Are you still on the forefront trying to learn what a Gemini is, what a language learning model is, what a chat GPT is, what Claude is? Even if you are not hands on using them, we still need to know what they are.
Can you tell us what that is? I have no clue.
No
Gemini,
worries.
I think of a zodiac sign.
It's exactly. See, these are language learning models. That's what all of these AI tools that's out here, they're called language learning models. So Gemini actually was derived from Google. Gemini is a Google AI tool. What Gemini does, it analyzes your documents for you. If you needed to build a PowerPoint presentation or write a book, it'll help you write a book. It'll build a PowerPoint presentation for you. What took you a day now is only going to take you 3 minutes because you're prompting. What is Claude? Claude is the alter ego to ChatGPT. Claude is made by Microsoft. ChatGPT is its own entity,
So
but
what
they
does
are the
chat? I hear
same.
people talk about it. What does Chat GPT? I don't know at all. What is that? Tell us what it. For those of us who don't know, I don't do any of this stuff.
It's your assistant. So Chat GPT is pretty much your digital best friend. It's like your digital assistant. What you tell it, it will talk back to you. If you want to have a conversation, it will have a conversation with you. If
Oh.
you need to build out your week, it'll build out your week for you. So I'm gonna give a prime example. Miss Vivacious Speaks. We want to get your content out across all social media platforms and bring more traffic into you. Correct?
Correct.
When you speak or use Chat GPT, you would tell it just that. Hi, Chat. This is my company. This is my website. I am wanting to bring more. You know what? Let me see if I can. I don't know if it'll let me do this here. Can I share my screen?
Um, I don't. There you go. You can do it on StreamYard, but I don't ever do it. I don't have no clue.
Well, don't worry, but I have it. We'll be good.
Okay. All right. Good.
All right, let's do it this way. We're gonna say share. Okay, can we see my screen now? I think so. Did
No,
it
I
pull up
I
yours?
can see it down here. We have to bring it up. We have to. Oh, it's empty now. Anyway,
Okay, yes. If you could bring that presentation
let me
side
see.
up,
I'm
I think it's how
trying.
you
I don't
put it
know.
up there.
It's in, Chris is signed out. I don't know how. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yep. She would just have to bring up my screen. If she can't, no worries. But I would have loved to give a hands-on
Example. Yeah.
overview of what this looks like in real time. So when
Mhm.
I'm talking, it makes sense. Let's see. It may. Oh, look at that. Did it work? Looks
I
like
can
it.
see it down here, but we have to bring it up.
Okay.
Know
Oh
how?
wow. Okay.
Add to
Well, in
stage.
the meantime,
Okay,
that
there
person.
we go.
Oh,
It covered your face. It covered your
there it
face.
is.
All
Okay,
right.
it is here. Okay, great, great, great. Let me go back. So this is my language learning model. This is my chat GPT right here. And okay, here it is.
So
It's
it's
showing me.
personal. This is your personal chat.
It's not even personal. It's just chat.
Okay.
You can see all of this stuff. This is fine. It's no big deal at all. So I wanted to use the example that we're using now on you, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're gonna do one in real time. Hey,
Okay.
chat, vivacious Speaks, whom is on YouTube and a few other social media platforms, is wanting. And see, it's fine. I don't even have to correct my misspellings. It gets it. These are language learning models. So it can tell if I made a typo. It doesn't need to correct my spelling. It understands what I am saying. Is
Okay.
wanting to drive more traffic to her YouTube for views and subscriptions. Give me a 30-day outline of how to drive traffic to her YouTube and how to optimize her social media. Here is her link for reference. All right, so I am going to go to YouTube for Vivacious Speaks, and we're just going to get her link. All I need is her link. That's it. Because I'm going to give it to chat so chat can research it for me. I don't have to say, look at her brand. Look at what I'm just saying, chat, go ahead and look at this overall for me. And you give me the overview. Sorry, my music playing. I have to have calm, nice music, guys. So we're going to find Miss Vivacious Speaks. Here she is. We see her right here. I think this is you. All right. So we have one of her videos. I actually want to go to her page, which is right here. Here we go. I went to her page. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to my chat GPT and I'm going to paste that reference and I'm going to hit return. Okay. Return was just entered. I gave it to my chat GPT to tell it what I need, right?
Yes.
Chat is already telling me about you. The biggest mistakes most creators make on YouTube is treating it like a video storage platform instead of a discovery engine. First, her brand positioning needs to become crystal clear. Right now, the audience should instantly understand who she is, what emotional experience they get, and why they should subscribe. So, first, we should optimize her platforms before the 30 days even start. Right? So,
Right.
chat has already looked at your whole site. It's already looked at your social medias. It's already looked at your YouTube. And right here, it has given you the game plan. Put you a clean banner. Upload your schedule. State your niche market. So when you're here and you're posting, chat is saying under your post, you should have your hashtags. When we're looking for you and finding you, it should be your hashtags under right in here. Your hashtag should be right in here on how we find you. And what it's about, it should be all in here. All in here so people can know what they're looking at. Vivacious speaks about. What about you? Here's your description. Here's your links. This looks really great. This is well written out. The only thing missing, as chat is saying from what it sees, all you need to do is have your call to action. Are you telling the people to subscribe? Is your CTA readily available? Your keywords. When people are looking for certain videos, when you're posting yours, do you put these keywords in there? Lifestyle, commentary, real talk, motivation, reactions, culture, conversations. Are they in when you posting your caption? These are the overviews that ChatGPT will give to you. So it really much just gave her the gameplay. Here's Instagram, how she can optimize her Instagram. It tells her the type of content 60% reels, 20% stories, 20% carousels, photos. She can really take snippets from her YouTube and put them right over here on Instagram. TikTok. How would she optimize TikTok? It tells her, hey, your videos, you're going to need a hook. The first 2 seconds of your video, you're going to need a hook. How do you get a hook? You do something that catches the audience off guard. Push viewers to YouTube. How do you do that? Your full story is on YouTube because you only gave them a snippet. So this is her breakdown on what she'll do in the 30 days. Week 1, week 2. And you can pretty much ask chat anything. I can say, okay, chat, great. Let's do a rebranding. She is looking to rebrand. Give me 3 ideas and ask me 3 questions I don't know. Sent that off to chat. Chat's like, okay, wonderful. Look at these ideas that she could do. It's literally about to give her, it's like, I understand you want to rebrand. Is it going to be bold and real talk authority like we're doing this podcast right now? Chat is saying, hey, you might want to do this kind of setup for your podcast. And it gave you 6 other ones. Let's see if we can see them. See, it's giving you an overview on some of what your cliffhangers can look like, or your toenails. These are actually called thumbnails. Thumbnails. People can see them at the bottom, like a quick little snippet. These are some premium designs they're saying that you can use as some of your backgrounds. As a podcast, what you're doing, these are some of the shots that you're going to want to capture. So it's already giving her ideas like, hey, look, there's your audience right here. If you're going to reach out to these people, this is how you should do it. So did you like part 1 first, vivacious, unfiltered? Or maybe you like moments with meaning. Maybe you like the softer look. And then it gives you option 3 too. Go big, personality, entertainment, commentary. So this is Chat GPT. But what I also wanted to show you was Claude. Claude is just like Chat GPT. Just like it. Just a more beautiful structure. Claude, this is Claude that we're looking at now. This is another language learning model. Claude does everything Chat GPT does. And I do need to show you guys this right here, because I know this is the part that most of us see. This is the part most of us see. And we're wondering, why do people do this? Why do they even want to go that route, right? I am going to show you why. So these are AI generated photos from people who have sent me themselves. This is one of me with AI trying to understand me. But most people are doing, and I'm about to show you just how they do it. That's me. Okay, we can see that. Okay, we're going to take this picture right here of myself. Hey, chat. I have a speaking event coming up about women empowerment. I need to be in a red blazer with a black blouse in black stilettos with glam makeup. Put me on a stage with AI Clarified on the screen behind me. Have my audience take notes and pictures. Right? This is what you guys are seeing, though, to the eye. This is what social media is showing you. And this is just the beautiful side of AI. But us just generating images like this, it actually is using liters and liters of water just to create a simple image that you're about to see me create from this picture here. This is my picture. This is me, by the way. Well, we know that's me. But from this picture, I have gave it instructions on what I want it to look like and what I need it to do for me. And that's exactly what it just did.
And you see, I have issues with that, and this
Hmm.
is why I don't believe half of what I see
And
because
as
it's
we
not
shouldn't
real.
go, right?
And then I go to Google and say, show when was this? When was this? Um, Whatever, when was this program, and
Hmm.
nothing comes, it doesn't Google because it never really happened. And I really, for me the
Hmm.
it's delusional. We
It is.
creating a delusion,
Hmm.
and this
Hmm.
is why people are not social anymore. This is not healthy.
It's not. It is not. That is why we have to
Wait,
learn. It's a
wait, I don't know
governance
why we
side.
can't hear you.
Oh, they can't. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Can you hear me? How about now?
Uh-uh. I can't hear you. You
No,
want to
still
go
not
out
yet.
and come back in?
One
Can you hear
second.
me?
Hmm. I can hear you. Hmm.
Chris, I sure wish you was on here trying to help me.
Okay. How about now? Can you hear me now? No.
I think this is the thing that I didn't cut off. Can you hear me now? Can you talk now? Can we hear you? Can you hear me?
How
Can
about
you
now?
hear me now?
Yes, I can hear me too.
No.
You still can't hear me?
I don't know what happened. Wait, I think this is
I got to get
Kendra.
brought up on the stage.
No, this. Add to stage. Um, Okay.
Did you add me to
Oh,
stage? It looks like I'm on
this
here.
is too good.
Am I on here now? No. Can you see me?
Nola. Wait, I think this is what we want here. Mm-mm. That's right. This is what we don't want. Yes, Barbara said, yes, this is great. I don't know why we can't hear you. Um, Hello?
I can see you.
Oh, no, you on the stage.
Can you hear me?
I don't know how to. Wait.
I can hear me.
Oh, this is too bad.
Can you hear me now? How about now?
Can you turn off the other one?
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh, there it is.
Hello? I can't hear you.
You can't hear me still?
Oh man. What does that white part say? I'm sorry. You can't.
How about now? Still can't hear me? No? How about
Oh
now?
man.
That
This is
is
so
weird.
important.
How about now?
Oh man.
I can hear me. Can they hear me?
Resume.
I can hear me. That is
Okay,
so
maybe
weird.
Chris is not helping.
Let me see.
Chris, it's urgent. We can't get her back on. I need you to come help me, please. All right. All right, hurry up. All right. Okay, she's coming. She's coming.
Okay.
This is so good. This is
I'm glad.
so good.
I'm so
Oh
glad.
man.
Oh,
So
good. She's
Chris,
back.
we can't hear her.
Okay, so she need to drop and come back on.
I can't
I
hear
did
you
that.
either.
I had
I
just
wonder
did
if
that.
everybody could hear me. Should I go out and come in?
Yeah, because I can hear her.
He just said, well, she can't hear mom. And then it just said she can't hear me.
The audience can hear both of us,
Oh, well, I don't
but
know.
I
Maybe.
can't. But we can't hear each other. So keep talking. Bring her back up, Chris. Keep
Okay.
talking, Kendra. I can't hear you, but they can.
And I can hear you. So that's weird. So Kristen, you can hear me?
Chris, did you bring Kendra up?
Yes, she's up and I can hear her. Can you hear me, Miss Kendra?
I can hear you, and I can hear Miss Vivacious speaks too. She just can't hear
O-
me.
Okay, I'm gonna have her to go out and go back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank y'all so much for your patience. You see, technical difficulties, they still take place. They still take place. AI doesn't fix this either. It can give you suggestions on how to fix it, but it doesn't fix it. And I wish I could see you guys' questions. Let me see if I can see them. Oh, I can. I can see them. I don't. Okay, I just learned how to see them, guys. I can see them. So if you are dropping anything in the chat on YouTube, I can see it. Okay, I remember we were talking about iRobot with Will Smith. Yes, I really feel everybody needs to go back and watch that movie because Will Smith is us. He is us. He was skeptical, he was curious, he wanted to understand AI, and he did it. Okay, did we restart? It looks like we good again. Or they're coming. Hi, Kristen. I can. Oh, there she is. Looks like we had to restart it,
Oh,
and she'll
shoot.
just have to
Can
turn on her
can
speaker.
you can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, we should be good to go. And I can see you guys' questions. So if anybody has questions for me, feel free to ask them. But this is the charge and the call to action that I really need us to take into play right now. AI is not a game. It's not. Is it taking jobs? Yes, it is. Why is it taking jobs? Because you can do more with less people. But at the same time, you still need people's oversight. People still have to be in the process to make sure the data is correct, to make sure the data is not falsified. Right now, what we're seeing with our eyes, we're not going to be able to tell what's real and what's not. Because I am an I can tell what's real and what's not. These content creators that you are seeing, they're just following hype. That is the main thing that we need to make sure that we are running from. If it is hype, please run the opposite way. Right now is about AI governance, meaning how do we use it? What is right? What is wrong? And how do we mindfully use AI without taking out our environment? And I was speaking to Miss Vivacious Speaks, and I told her this is Hidden Figures all over again. If you got to watch that movie, Hidden Figures, that is what's going on. How she taught each of her team members how to use the computer, that's what I'm here for. I am her. This is why I am a certified AI consultant. People don't look like me in this realm. They don't look like me. We know what they look like. And if they do look like me, honey, they're trying to get you to make an AI twin. They're trying to get you to buy their course. They're trying to get you to buy the automated course that ChatGPT or AI told them to create. And most of them are trash. Most people are just following processes and have no clue to what they're even doing, have no clue to what they're even damaging. That's why I'm so happy that I was invited to be on here, because I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm not here to be all gung ho. Let's run face forward to AI. What I need us to do is run face forward to this policy around how we use AI, this policy around where these data centers are getting built, and this policy on how to stop that money from funneling to your pockets. Bills are already high. We should not be having to pay for things that we do not use when we have these Fortune 550 companies coming into your neighborhoods and skyrocketing your prices and paying $0 in taxes. That's not going to stand anymore. And it's too many of us that do not show up at these town halls, that are not speaking to your politicians, your commissioner, your mayor, your council members, your senators. This is real. And most of them don't know. It is so new, they don't know. We need to start becoming the speaking voice so they can know. Because it's us who are educating them, because they're not taking the time to educate themselves. What they do is go with the majority and sign off on it. But if you are the one coming in challenging them, asking them those questions, who is this cost going to funnel to? What percentage is Georgia Power paying of this? What percentage is our water authority paying of this? And what percent is my city paying of this, since you guys are funneling on these costs to us? You got to learn how to ask the right questions. And when you get them listening, then that's when they can get to working for you. That's when AI won't be as scary. So what we are seeing to the eye is people being misled. Y'all, we are seeing this in real time. We are seeing people be misled in real time. A pretty picture, yes, it's a distraction though. It is a distraction. It really, really is. And until we can get on the forefront of this and not be fearful, not be doubtful, stop being scared. Like, stop being scared. It's here. If cryptocurrency already happened, nobody thought Bitcoin would ever make it over $100,000. People called that thing a scam for a very long time. And look at us now. Bitcoin is over $100,000. And this is cryptocurrency, which our own state told us, our own country told us it was a scam. But all the billionaires now have cryptocurrency. We have to watch that. We have to watch that. Guess what? If you miss that, AI is the next one. They're picking up on this too. They're trying to figure out how to run this without you, but they're not smart enough to learn it themselves. So right now, the playing field is level. Nobody know more than nobody, period. Nobody has the upper hand in this right now. The only upper hand we have in this is learning this thing together. Not being ignorant about saying, hey, they're going to take my job. If you know how to use it, they can't take your job. They can't take your job because you know how to implement it. You know what it is. You know how to give them the chart that they're looking for. You know how to sit in on meetings that y'all have and say, no, this is not the input that we asked this model to give us. No, this is not the direction that we feel the company should move in. They still need human oversight. And that is the part that they're not going to tell you. So these 390,000 Black women that got laid off through our DEI, this is the win. This is the win. This is how we come back together and build it for ourselves. Because one thing they can't take away is this. One thing they can't take away is this artificial intelligence. Like we are on the cusp of the change right now. We're on the cusp of it. So if we sit here and be fearful and sit back and let them take advantage of this, we're going to miss out again, y'all. We are. And we can't sit here and cry this time and say we didn't know and we didn't know how when we have direct paths to it now. I'm one, my partner is one. It's a lot of us coming up learning this AI. And no, we are not pushing the pictures. But if you have a business, yeah, I'm going to show you how to use it to optimize yourself. I am. You should not be writing a million emails. Automate that thing. Automate the response to go out. Have your own frequently asked questions so you're not sitting 15, 20 minutes on the phone with somebody who never prepared to buy in the first place. We got to learn how to take more of our time back. And these systems, they will do it for you. They're just systems. Systems have always been in the place. They just haven't been in the place for you. Artificial intelligence has come around to put that system in place for you and give you more of your time back so you can have a better work-life balance. Because that's what I have. Truly. Happy I'm on this side to tell you the truth. Because 9 to 5 was taking me out. But we have to learn how to start listening to the news because they're not going to tell you the whole truth. You got to get involved in your city because they don't even know what's going on. And sometimes it's going to be up to the residents to educate our elected officials because that's just the time that we are living in right now. Any questions for me?
Barbara Dozier says, do you do workshops?
I do. I do workshops. I definitely do. My partner and we host them once a week. It's called Demystifying AI. I had my link in here. I guess when I had jumped off it jumped away. But I do have my link in here for those workshops. Let me see. I know it's right here. I can just drop it again. I do. And we talk about these very things, but it's based on who's in the workshop because I like to cater what we're learning to my audience. If we're beginners, I go to the beginning. If you want to be a revolutionary, then we talk about data centers and politicians. If you want to build your business, then we talk about the AI tools that's going to optimize your business and get you there. So each one of the classes, they're different. We do host different workshops, and it's based on the audience that we have that's set up.
Okay. Can you put your link in the messages?
Absolutely. I had just had it. Let me get it back. Oh, and any more questions? Like this is my favorite. This is what I do.
I want to talk about this because, I'm on the medical side. I'm on a mental health corrections. That's where I work. Mental health is my thing. But is all of this, and I just didn't say thank you to the audience for your patience. I was glad that you let us know you could hear us so she could go on while I got back in. Is this two things? First of all, I'm not worried about AI replacing everybody because it can't even answer the phone. How many times are you on that phone? Oh man, if it was a real person, I think I would start cursing really bad again. Because I know it's just a machine, so I might as well keep my cool. But you have to hang up sometimes and dial 99 times because that machine can only do what it's programmed to do. It can't answer any other question. So it can't get to where you need it. And unfortunately, in medical care, when they were training us to do phones, and I won't say the company, the healthcare company, but they all have this now. You can call and you can get telehealth. You can get the nurse online, right? But the nurse, even though it's a real nurse, because they want it to be where it's a machine
Mhm.
and not a nurse, no patient can fit into these questions.
Oh
And this
no.
is why, and this is why I could never get the job, right? Because the old nurse, we take care of people here. Hey, wait a minute, this is people. So if you
Mhm.
say I have a stomach ache, you might say I'm just making a question. What color is your stomach? What color is your bowel movement? What color? And you ask things, but you fail if you personalize it to that patient and
Yes.
ask. So you personalize it to that patient. It can't. It can't do
Mhm.
that.
Correct. Yep. Because it only has a certain set of data that it was taught to give those answers back. Hmm.
So it can't do that, you know. So I believe we're making a big mistake as far as mental health and health is concerned, because everybody is an individual.
Different.
And when I'm
Absolutely.
teaching nurses and new nurses, the first thing I say is, I don't care if you go to that patient's bed 15 times a day, approach that bed like it's your first time.
Hmm. Hmm.
Approach it like it's your first time every time. A machine can't get that,
Correct.
because, especially with Black women, signs of a heart attack
There you
can be very,
go.
very, very, very different. But if the machine only have this, that machine is going to watch you die and there's nobody to see it.
Yes.
So, we are so hung up on that. And then, like I said, on the phone, we just want to hang it up. And then when you're talking to somebody and you need something from people, or you need business from people, then you don't know who really to trust, because you could go to their page and look like they've been around the world doing this stuff. And I have somebody in mind right now. Oh, look, um, I was in Germany and speaking and blah 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 blah. And then she wanted to pay you to make it look like you were in Australia. You
Hmm.
know, look, come on. Well, I'm gonna make it. We have to get the audience, so I want to make it to look like you. No, I don't want an audience that bad,
Hmm. Hmm. You're
because
right.
I say the real revolution is the evolution of our consciousness,
It is.
and
Yes.
this stuff that we see is we're not conscious. We don't have to learn anything anymore.
Yes.
We can
You are
say
spot on. You're
we can
spot
say
on with that example.
what's the name of the thing? Genesis. What's the answer to IYZ? Or go around the corner, do this, dip 3 times, and you still don't know anything. You just following, like you
What
learning
it
a
says.
line dance, and you got lives in your hand.
Yes.
And to me, that's the danger. And this is Sigrid. This is what she's saying. We fought in New Orleans East, so trying to put in I'm sorry, another part of Louisiana. So the New Orleans East, the area that she lives in Louisiana, they
Mhm.
fought it. So they didn't do it. They're trying to put it in another spot now.
Yeah, they were not clear on what it would cost us. Exactly. They don't know those numbers, but they're sitting here approving it because it's millions that these data centers make and only takes a staff of 40 to run it.
And
So
it's
that
not
is,
really making millions, it's costing poor people millions.
oh, it's towns. It's killing towns. It's killing towns. John Hopkins, that's one of the number one hospitals here in the
Uh-huh.
United States. They just had a study with medical data, with AI. This is how they found out. This is why you still have to have people oversee what the outputs are. They ran the language learning models to see which of their patients had needed the most help based on their health. What the AI model did was give them outputs based on the premium cost that the patient paid. If you paid your premium, you were the one who needed the most help. But if you were on Medicaid or Medicare, it overlooked you. So they had false data. It was called dirty data. It wasn't even clean data. But that's what the language learning model gave them. And it looked like all of these people were the ones who were sick and needed the most help. But they just were the ones who paid the most for their insurance
And they were the
premiums.
ones who get the most help.
Yeah.
So the machine didn't really lie.
Mhm.
What the machine is saying, y'all made healthcare business. And that's one
Yes.
thing that I hate so much, because that's just what they did. They made healthcare business. And it's
Yes.
who have the most money is who's gonna get the healthcare.
Exactly. Exactly. And AI was able to catch it. It was able to see that. But that's why you still need human oversight. It let AI also let them know these doctors don't know much about Black women's health. AI let them know you don't have enough data sets to be calling the BMI of a Black woman. You don't have enough information about the health of these women to
Because
be
if we
saying
got
that they don't
engineers,
heal
that
from
BMI
natural
doesn't.
herbs. It's real, y'all. It is so real out here what AI is telling some of these pharmaceutical companies or some of these big industrial companies, these industrial led companies. The truth is coming out on them. The truth is coming out on how they've been running business. The truth is coming out on where their real numbers have been going. Because we always know with human, there is error. We know about accounting and how they can cook the books. Now with AI, it's numbers. It is numbers, and it is one thing about numbers. They are truth in numbers. But you got to have the right people that are in place who can oversee the type of data. And if we are always relying on data, we don't know, guys, if it's skewed data. We don't know if it's clean data. We don't know if they only got it from the West Coast. We don't even know the sanity of most of these people who are doing these data sets. We really know nothing. We really know nothing. It is a capitalist society that we are living in. We're seeing who can do it the fastest, the biggest, and the cheapest.
And
Unfortunately, that's what's happening.
AI has infiltrated so much that it's hardly in anywhere you look. It's so hard to separate the reality from fake.
Yes. But you know, I do want to say this one. The one thing that AI is having a very hard thing getting is guess what? The biometrics of Black people.
Yes.
It is having a very hard time figuring out our features. Why do you think when you go to the
And our
sink and wash your hands, it doesn't always turn on? It doesn't recognize our melanin yet, y'all. When we are doing face scans, trying to get into your IRS account, 80% of us get denied. Why? They cannot track our biometrics. We are such a distinguished people, they haven't figured out how to get us yet. Wild, right? But hey, that's letting us know we got a little bit more time to figure this thing out. They can't trick us yet. They can't clone us yet. Not yet. It's still going to be something slightly off about us. They ain't got us yet.
and can't ever get that color right. And the people look totally different from one scene to the next.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
pay attention to that.
But yeah,
Anybody have
any other
anything to miss,
questions?
y'all?
I think I dropped my information in the chat. I think I did. It's probably the private chat
I
that it
don't
went
see
to, though.
it. I don't see it, but your bio is in tonight's
Okay, good.
yeah, it's in there. So all your information is there.
Okay, great. Great,
But
great,
we're
great.
gonna have to have you back. We want you to come back and talk about mothers and women and help. We want you to come back now. And after we do some of our AI stuff, you're gonna have to come back and hook us up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we
Because we
can
still
keep
need to
growing.
use it to our benefit. Don't
Yes.
not use it. Don't
No,
do
no,
not
no.
not use it. Use
We're
it.
gonna outlearn them.
Yes.
We know what the problems are. We want to outlearn
Yes.
because see, I want to use it, and I want to use it for Vivacious Speaks. But my big thing is I want it to be real,
Yeah, yeah. You
you know,
don't have to do the AI twin.
authentic. Yeah,
Exactly.
you
Use
know,
the
I was.
systems.
We'll talk about that because we hooking up real soon. I got my guy calling me right now,
Yeah.
but I am so glad to have met you. I'm so glad to have brought you to my audience. And we're gonna send little minis around everywhere and get people in. And we want you to come back and talk to us and help us. We love it. We love that you know how to work.
Yes.
Work the studio and can show us things. So
Oh, yes.
great. I'm gonna stay in touch, but I need to talk to you soon anyway.
Okay.
Okay, what you leaving us with tonight? What you leaving us
Okay. And I was saying a call to action that I am leaving everyone with tonight is pick one tool, just one. I don't care if it's Chat GPT, whether it's Claude, Copilot, Gemini. It's so many of them out there. Learn one. Just learn one. And when I say learn one, you're not going to study, oh, what is this? It do this. Use it. That's all you do. That's how you learn it. Use it. Just use the tool. Use it. Ask it something. Create a presentation. Do an outline calendar for your lifestyle. Just use it so you can get the feel of what it can do and what it can't do because they can't do everything. And the more we just keep learning them, because remember, they're always changing. They're always changing. Every 6 months is something new. But if we can get into the habit of just knowing what they are, we're already halfway ahead of everybody else. So that's all I'm asking.
and I'm gonna say one thing. I'm in the middle of writing my book. I'm about halfway finished. A book of prayers. But the way I express myself is unique
Mm,
and dramatic. But I would miss. My book might be ready in 5 minutes, but if I put it on that, it won't. My audience knows me.
mhm.
So
But I know you're not going to believe this when I say this. It'll know you too. When it sees the eloquence in which you write, how you write, and it learns who you are, you'll be quite surprised how much it captures you.
okay, I'm gonna try. I got to do that piece of homework. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. So I'm here, guys. I am here. Contact me. I think she dropped
And
my
Barbara, I'm gonna
bio.
send you her information.
I'm not hard to find either. I promise I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm branded across the board. I'm the same thing.
And her biography, her little short biography, is on tonight's right under the thumbnail. Thank you so
Awesome.
much for being here.
Thank you for
We're,
having
we-
me.
we're gonna be looking for you soon.
Yes. Have a
You're gonna be
wonderful night.
excited about tonight. I knew it. Thank you.
Of course. Good night.
Good night.